Let you know, man, you are really encouraging me, motivating me, inspiring me. God is really using you to help me
What's
out.
going on, family? You guys are so amazing. I'm Mr. Aos Inspires. This is AOS the Podcast. Aos Notes. I'm crazy excited. I had to bring this to you. Why? Because I was getting so many. I'm just gonna keep it all the way honest with you. We got about 4 responses, right? 4 responses back from our episode number 2, which was amazing. Thank you so much for the clicks. I appreciate you guys for the downloads as well, the follows and the shares that you guys did. The support was bananas, but we did get a few DMs and messages back. They were like, hey, men need to know the power of their words too. Of course, you already know who it was, right? But I wanted to do an Aos Notes to solidify so that men can understand the power of our words as well. Right? Didn't want to do a whole episode because I didn't want it to sound redundant, because I believe that our team, we did a good job at doing episode number 2 and making it practical for both ends, for men and females. But I just really want to do this because this is what I want us to understand as men. Yes, we're the head of relationships. We're the head of the families, right? This is what I want us to understand. Think about this. There's some man that you look up to, right? Whether it's your dad, your uncle, whoever, that you look up to, and their words hold weight in your life. Let's really keep it all the way honest, right? Their words, no matter whether it's good, bad, negative, positive, whatever, it holds weight in our lives. And I want us to understand this just a little bit better. If their words hold weight in our lives, imagine what your words hold. Men, our words hold so much weight. Let's transition this to relationships, right? In our relationships, we have to be the one to speak life to our ladies. We have to be the one. Let's look at this really big now. We have to be the one. If you have children, we have to be the one to speak life to our children. This is what I want you to understand. The woman will run her house, right? It's time to go to bed. It's time that she will run their house in that regards. But you have to lead and guide your house. Why do you think, men, let me talk to us real fast. Why do you think the famous phrase, right? Now, it doesn't apply to everybody, but this is the general famous phrase that applies to most children. When they're acting out, what's the first thing that the mama say? I'm gonna tell your daddy. Wait till your daddy get home. Most times they straighten right on up. What does that suggest to you? Man, we have power in our words. I truly believe this. Proverbs says this: life and death is in the power of our tongue. Women hold a certain type of power, but men, we hold power in our words as well. Be very mindful how you spit the words that come out your mouth out. I remember this. I never forget this. My father would always tell me, son, you can do whatever it is that you want to do in life, right? With limited resources that we had at home. Like they did the best that they could. I'm going to keep it all the way honest. They did the best, but my dad would always tell me, you can do anything that you want to do in life. Whatever it is that you want to do, you can do it. This was sketched into me at a very early age, right? This is why I am a serial entrepreneur. Some of you like just do one. Nah, I'm a serial entrepreneur. My daddy told me a long time ago, I can do whatever it is that I want to do in life. Whatever it is. This is why I'm at the place where I am now. Because that one seed was planted in my head years ago. You can do whatever that you want to do. I do videography. I do flyers, right? I do podcasting. I do photography. I do it. I can do whatever it is that I put my mind to. Whatever it is that you want to do in life, you can do it. That word never left me even years ago. So I want to share with you. I want to share with all of y'all. Be mindful, men. Let's be mindful of the words that we say to our wives. Let's be mindful of the words that we say to our children. The words that we say now, watch this, in frustration will alter their life forever. They may forgive, listen, many people get to the place because, and don't want to deal with their words. Many men, our nature, right? And some of us have broke the cycle, but our nature is to not talk about what hurts. Our nature is to say, okay, we're Mr. Fix-Its, right? That's fix it, has to be root word for men because we want to fix everything. We don't want to address everything. Some things need to be addressed and not fixed. Bars. Some things need to be addressed and not fixed, right? Now, I get it. If you address something, it'll get fixed. Not necessarily. If I address something, it reveals something about what I just addressed. It may not necessarily fix it, but it will reveal something that I can heal from. Most men, we don't like to address certain things, so we speak out of frustration. And I want to share with us, our words can linger on for years and generations. Don't allow your words to linger on for generations and you haven't fixed that issue, or you haven't addressed that issue. Women have power in their words. Men, we have power as well. So let's change the way that we speak to our wives. Let's change the way that we speak to our children. Let's change the way that we interchange with our family members and our friends. This is another one. I'm gone. AOS Notes is not intended to be long, but I do want to share this with us. It's okay to be a realist. It's okay. It's okay to look at things from a reality standpoint, right? But I dare you, place yourself in position where you are encouraging people. Like the words that you spit out your mouth should be encouraging. Let that be. Okay, I can handle correction better when I know that you mainly encourage me. Men, let's our children can handle correction better when we encourage them more than we seem to be coming down on them hard. And I'm not saying you need to encourage more than, but you do. Yeah, you do. Let me fix that. Yeah, you need to encourage more than you correct. Because I can correct a lot of things through encouragement. Wow, bars. I can correct a lot of behavior with encouragement. I believe that. And once you get yourself to a place where you're doing more encouraging, you will find a lot of behavior that you want to correct in your children. It'll correct because I'm encouraging. And I think that many people, because the era of do what I say, not as I do is over, right? More people, watch this, respond. People, children, grown folk, everybody. More people respond to encouragement than they do suppression. Bars. More people respond to encouragement than they do suppression. So when I encourage you, like, yo, you're doing an amazing job. Do it like this, though. I think that'd be dope. When you do more encouraging, you boost up the morale of people. Like, men, we have so much power that we really don't understand. Women, you have power of the words. I get it. But men, you have a lot of power. Just your presence can change your atmosphere. I'm going to tell you this. My dad may not like it, but I'm going to keep it all the way honest. I remember when my mom used to go out of town and my dad used to cook. Men, our presence would change an atmosphere. My dad was an advocate, is an advocate reader, right? So I remember growing up, I could not go outside unless I wrote a report, read a book, and wrote a report. Here, Dad, I wrote a report. All right, you go outside, go ahead. Our presence changes an atmosphere, right? I couldn't go outside until I read a report. When I came in the house that day, right? My dad used to lay bricks back in the day before he became a pastor. He laid bricks, right? So if he was home early this day and I saw pork chops being cooked in the oven, I already know what time it is. Mama ain't coming home today. She going out of town for business trip. Men, our presence alone will change an atmosphere. But the question that you need to ask yourself, is my presence changing the atmosphere for positive growth or negative growth? The choice is yours. Men, we have power in our words. Do you really recognize the power that you have in your words? Your words can build up or destroy. Choose to build up. This is Aos Notes. I'm gone.